Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE Clash of Champions 2019 prediction video. Yes, we're back to predict the next pay-per-view after Summerslam Clash of Champions. But before we begin, I just want to say thank you all very much to everyone who watched our Summerslam prediction video. It did very well, over 700 views. It was the highest view prediction video I've done with Callum. So thank you all very much, very proud. So yeah, let's continue with Clash of Champions. So it's the first Clash of Champions we've had since 2017, I believe, because we didn't have it last year. I remember the main event was Jinder and AJ. Oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, but we're back here again. Every title gets defended, more or less. So you looking forward to it, Callum?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Suppose so.
Yeah. Just a random singles match here. Roman Reigns versus Erick Rowan.
Yeah,
okay.
So cool.
So, you know, at SmackDown last week, well, you know, it was kind of insinuated that it was Erick Rowan that attacked Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan had nothing to do with it. And then last night on SmackDown, Rowan destroyed Roman and Daniel Bryan.
Yep, thanks.
So now they're having a match, and I think he admitted to all of the things as well.
Yeah,
so,
he cut a pretty good promo too, because Rowan hardly ever speaks, does he? So yeah, and I think this is confirmed he's now split from Daniel Bryan.
It seems like it,
because they've been together ever since the Royal Rumble. So it's been a long time they've been together now. But yeah, Roman Reigns. I think Roman's gonna win. Oh dear boy.
I don't know, because
really.
I don't know why they build up Erick Rowan so much.
But you think Erick Rowan's going to beat Roman?
But the thing is, though, if the whole thing with Daniel Bryan is just a red herring.
Bryan did look genuinely like, oh my god, when he got first choked.
I'm gonna go for Erick Rowan.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know. That is a very bold prediction.
Very bold.
But I don't know. I feel like they might be trying to build Erick Rowan up to be a little bit of a single star. So having beat Roman Reigns, and he's already up here somewhere.
Nah, I just can't see it. Sadly, I think Roman's going to win, but I think Daniel Bryan might come out and help Roman. He'll probably distract Rowan or something, and then we might get a Rowan and Daniel Bryan feud for Hell in a Cell, maybe. Because Roman Reigns is not getting beat by Erick Rowan. If that happens, that I'll be so surprised. But yeah, I'm going to go over Roman Reigns to win that one.
Well, I'm going for Erick Rowan.
Okay, cool.
The beard. Right.
Big beard.
Yeah. A triple threat match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship between Drew Gulak, Humberto Carrillo, if I've totally botched his name, I'm not sure, and Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah, I think this got announced last night on 205 Live. I know very little about this match. I honestly did not know about this match 5 minutes ago. It should be good. Probably going to be on the pre-show, as always.
Yeah, probably.
Should be a good match, though, as always. Cruiserweight matches are always fun.
I don't really know a lot about 205 Live.
I'm going to say Drew Gulak to retain, just because, yeah, I don't even know who the guy is. And I didn't say Dorado. He's good, but I just think, yeah, keep it on Drew Gulak. He's having a good little run with it, so keep it on Drew Gulak. But that's all I've got to say about that.
I'm going to go for Humberto Carrillo.
Who?
Because I do know who he is,
yeah,
kind of. Like, I know his name.
I'm a casual.
Yeah, and I know that he's quite big on 205 Live right now. So I feel like he's been trying to get pushed on there. And Drew Gulak's had it since WrestleMania.
No, Drew Gulak beat Tony Nese for it at Stomping Grounds.
Yeah, that's right.
Stomping Grounds.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe just a fresh change of face. So I'm gonna go for Carrillo.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll completely see. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah, take it from there. Right. Tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships between The New Day, so Biggie and Xavier Woods, versus The Revival.
Yes.
Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder.
Okay. So yeah, because this has been like a big faction war on SmackDown, isn't it? Randy and The Revival versus Kofi, Xavier and Big E. So this is The Revival against Big E and Kofi, Big E and Xavier. Should be a good match. I'm going to go bold. I think The Revival. Because I think they're going to really push this new group with Randy and The Revival. FTRKO, as they're called.
FRRKO, isn't it?
Is it FR? I don't
Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, no.
I think it's
the FT, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just think, The Revival, they only recently lost the Raw Championships, didn't they? To Was it?
They lost it to Ryder and Hawkins.
Yeah, but I think they got them back and then lost them to Braun and Seth, didn't they?
No, that was the OC.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I'm getting mixed up. Never mind. But whoa, who is this guy? Woo woo woo. But yeah, I just think the revival. Yeah, why not? Why not?
I'm gonna go for the New Day this time.
Okay, you think the New Day can...
I don't even think they have.
They didn't defend them at SummerSlam.
Defended them. So
no, not at SummerSlam, which is strange. But,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm gonna go for the New Day. Purely just because they haven't had a defense yet, and I like the New Day.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Let's go for the next tag team championship match.
God.
You can keep that in the video.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
God, it smells as well. It smells like berries. For the Raw Tag Team Championships is between the champions, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Yes. So neither of these teams were actually a team like a month ago, and yet this is for the Raw Tag Team belts. It just sums up the Raw Tag Team division right now.
I feel like they're being called like Wriggler or something. I think they're being called.
No, it was Rudolph.
That's
What you call them. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna go with Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler because I feel like they really need a win, both of them. Dolph Ziggler's lost so many matches. Bobby Roode's just been stuck in the mid card for like well over a year. And I feel like Seth and Braun really, really don't need the belts. I feel like they're just a transitional team which will build to their Universal title match, which they're also having on this night, on this card.
On his day!
on this card. So, yeah, I'm going to say, give it to Bobby and Dolph. I think they'd be...
Robert.
Well, Bobby. Whatever.
You know, Edge did that on Raw, didn't he?
Bobby
Roode. He said, oh my God, I called him Bobby.
He's only Robert Roode when he had the moustache, but I'm going to say Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. I think that'd be a good team, and I just don't think Seth and Braun really need the tag team belts. I think that was just a little one-off thing. So, yeah, I'm going with a new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, same. I'm going to go for Rudolph.
Really? You don't think?
Yeah, why not?
I thought you were going to pick Braun and Seth.
Well, I was going to, but then when I'm thinking about it, I feel like if they lose the belts, it'll lead up to the tension towards the Universal title match later in the night and etc.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I feel like Rudolph, just because there's no point in putting them together, beating 7 other decent tag teams and then them losing in the title match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm going to go for Rudolph.
Okay. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Should we do the finals of the King of the Ring tournament?
Yeah, well, as of right now,
the semi-finals are next week.
It's
Elias
and Chad Gable.
versus Chad Gable, and then Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe versus Ricochet.
Yes. So go on. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you think is going to be in the final, and who will win the final? When you go
I think the final is going to be Corbin versus Ali.
Ali's not in it anymore.
Oh,
He got beat by Elias. It's Elias.
No, didn't Ali beat Elias?
No, Elias won. The semi-finals, Elias and Chad Gable.
Did he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I watched it before.
Alright, well then it's
Elias and Chad Gable.
I want to go Corbin and Gable then.
In the final?
In the final.
And who's going to become king?
Corbin's going to become king of the ring.
Yeah. It's very predictable, isn't it? And you can just see him with the crown and the scepter and the cloak. It just suits his character so much. King Corbin.
King Corbin.
King Baron. I would love to see Joe win it, but I just can't see it. Although he's got to the semi-finals, that's not too bad.
Is it?
He was going to beat Ricochet before I can't remember what happened. I think the ref got involved. He was actually going to beat Ricochet, I think, but then the ref got involved and it got. Yeah, I can't even remember what happened now, but whatever.
All I know is they did some sort of weird thing from the top rope, and both shoulders were on the mat.
And then
both arms were sprawled across each other, and I can't.
It was weird. But anyway, I think Corbin and Chad Gable are going to be in the final. And Baron Corbin's going to win. It's very predictable, but I think it will be funny seeing all hail King Corbin. I would love it if Joe would imagine that King Joe. Oh yes. I
doesn't quite have the same name, does it?
King Joe. So yeah, we've got Baron Corbin to become Mr. King of the Ring. Yeah,
Mr. King of the Ring. Mr.
King of the Ring.
Right. Let's go for Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz. Singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Yes.
Interesting indeed.
Of course, the Shinsuke's got this little
Shinsuke's got
on.
Sami Zayn as his voice, as his vocal coach, if you like.
It's like Bobby Lashley in the Rush, wasn't it, from like earlier this year? It's a bit weird, but ugh.
Well, Sami's not in that. He's like getting any wins on TV, so he might as well be the voice of somebody else.
So they put both of these guys together.
I don't really know, to be honest. Because, again, Shinsuke has been given a title again and then barely appeared on TV for some of the reign again. Because last year he had that United States Championship twice. He only held it for one day once and then R-Truth beat him, but for the first time. I don't know. I quite like The Miz as IC champion. I mean, I know we've seen it like 8 other times already.
Yeah, I think he's close to being record.
Yeah,
record,
if he wins this, he ties with Chris Jericho for 9.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to go for...
Miz?
No, I'm gonna go for Shinsuke, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's defended it yet, and he's got Sami Zayn, and I might want to see how that thing kind of works out between them first, and then give it to somebody else. Whereas, I mean, then again, the Miz just need a win, but I'm just gonna stick with Shinsuke for now.
Okay. Yeah, I too are going with Shinsuke Nakamura, just solely because he's got Sami Zayn in this corner, and I think Sami's going to pull off a load of dirty tricks to help Shinsuke retain. But I think this will be carried on. We might even get a triple threat, maybe, at Hell in a Cell. So I don't think this will be at the end of the feud. I think it'll continue. But for now, I'm going to say Shinsuke to retain with Sami Zayn's help. Yeah.
Okay. Singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks.
What the hell was that? Yes, a returning Sasha Banks, and she came back the Raw after SummerSlam, beat up Natalya with her blue hair now. She's now a full heel, beat up Becky Lynch too. I love it. I love heel Sasha Banks. This is really what she needed. Of course, we hadn't seen her since WrestleMania when she threw a big fit with the company for losing the women's tag team belts. So, yeah, but now she's back as a heel. I love it, and she's turned Bayley heel too with her. So, both her and Sasha were both beating up Charlotte and Becky on Raw and SmackDown this week. I love it, and I'm going to be bold. I think Sasha Banks is going to become the new Raw Women's Champion. I just feel like she's come back as a heel now. It's a big, fresh new thing for Sasha. She really needed it, and that's great. And I just feel like Becky's time has come and gone now.
Yeah,
I've really gone sour on Becky, and I feel like that's not down to her. I think that's down to her booking as champion. It's been so forgettable.
And then she had 3 matches against Lacey Evans.
And her match with Natalya was good.
Yeah, that was good.
It was good, but nothing special. And I just feel like this could be a good match, but I just feel like just give it to Sasha. She's just come back as a heel now, and hopefully she can have a good run with the Raw, because the last 4 times she held it, she lost it in every single one of her first defences. So if they do give her a 5th, this will be her 5th championship, I think. Make sure she has a good run with it. So, but Becky's had a good run.
She's had it since WrestleMania.
Yeah, nearly 200 days. So
that's quite a long time. She
Becky's
lost
had
the
a good
SmackDown Money in the Bank, but she didn't need to all the time. She's held the Raw one decently, and it's September now, isn't it? So I'm going to go for Sasha Banks as well. Yeah,
and I think this will continue. I think this will continue into Hell in a Cell. I think this won't be a one and done. Maybe a Hell in a Cell match.
Maybe Hell in a Cell.
Sasha and Becky at Hell in a Cell. Ooh. That'd be good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay, but we're both going with a new Raw Women's Champion. Yeah,
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Right, singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship now between Bayley and Charlotte Flair.
I know, and now heel Bayley.
Now heel Bayley, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Her and Sasha are both heels now.
I know, Sasha turned
But
to
then
the dark side.
Charlotte, does that mean Charlotte's turned face now after she got beaten up last night?
I think they're both.
They're going to do heel versus heel.
Heel versus heel, yeah. I was originally going to say Charlotte just because I was not a fan of Bayley as champion, but with this heel turn with Bayley, I feel like Bayley's going to retain, because why would you turn her heel? One of the biggest, because she sorely needed it to Bayley. She was going nowhere as a babyface, as champion. It was so forgettable.
Very true.
But now she's a heel. I feel like Sasha's going to help out, and she's going to retain. Because I feel like Charlotte's not going to win that 10th title yet. And I just feel like, why would you turn Bayley heel? This massive move for her if you're just going to have Charlotte beat her the next weekend. So I'm going to say Bayley to retain with Sasha's help, and then Bayley and Sasha both the belts like that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Charlotte's going to win the 10th one yet. Probably be a bigger pay-per-view. Maybe the Rumble next year, or maybe even WrestleMania. I don't know. But she's not going to become the 10-time champion yet. I don't think. So go on.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Bayley as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how much I hate betting against Charlotte Flair. I always choose Charlotte Flair
Yes, you do.
in predictions. But I feel like now, especially considering Bayley has just turned heel, they're going to want to hold it for a little bit longer as a heel to see how that goes first.
Yeah.
If she gets heat from the crowd and all that kind of stuff. But then when it comes to the Survivor Series, it's going to be Sasha versus Bayley, innit? In the two title.
Oh yeah, but that's saying. But don't forget Hell in a Cell. There could be a title.
That's what I mean. Like Charlotte could win it at Hell in a Cell.
So.
But I'm going to go for Bayley for now, at least, because she just turned heel, so she needs to keep hold of the belt for now, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Singles match for the WWE Championship between Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton.
Yes, so a rematch from SummerSlam. Hopefully this is better than the match at SummerSlam.
Awful finish there, just because Randy looked at his kids, Kofi's kids.
It's the exact same.
And they got counted out.
It's the exact same as AJ and Joe from last year. Where Randy's getting involved with his family, making it all personal.
Wendy.
Yeah, don't remind me. Oh, poor Joe. Anyway,
Joe won that feud, didn't he?
No.
Stop, just joking.
I thought you were serious then.
I'm just joking.
Okay. But yeah, this should be a good match. I love Randy on SmackDown just going stupid. And just constantly hitting, surprising Kofi with the RKO spot. Like last night, Kofi got battered by the Revival and Randy because they're a team now. Yeah. And it's quite tough, this one. It is tough. I'm not sure. I was sure. I did pick Randy to win it at SummerSlam. Didn't happen. But I don't know. You go first. I'm still thinking about this one. It's tough.
I'm going to go for Kofi.
Kofi to retain. Okay.
Because, this is following a similar theme to last year's Joe and AJ feud. Like we've just not last year. Was it the year before?
It was last year.
Yeah, last year. Like we were just saying, and Randy's targeted Kofi's family like Joe did with AJ, so now I feel like Kofi has to win. Maybe they'll have another match at Hell in a Cell, but, just like Joe and AJ. But yeah, I feel like Kofi to retain in the honour of his family and kids and etc. Because that's how it goes, pretty much.
For my kids!
I'm doing this for my kids.
Yeah. It's so hard, this one. I'm going to say Kofi to retain here. I feel like if Randy was going to beat Kofi, they would have done it at SummerSlam. That's the bigger show. So, but I love Randy in this feud. That was great. It's kind of like reinvigorated his character. But yeah, it should be a good match. But I'm going to say ends with Kofi retaining. Because I think Kofi's going to hold it for a bit longer. He's had a good run with the championship, hasn't he, since WrestleMania? I don't think Kofi's going to lose it till SmackDown goes to Fox, and a certain boom might beat Kofi for it on the first SmackDown on Fox. I think that's when they're going to maybe do it then.
Maybe.
And Bork-a-Laser beats Kofi.
Bork-a-Laser.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Kofi to retain for both of us then.
Yeah.
Right. Final announced match on the card is the singles match for the WWE Universal Championship between Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman.
I know. So they're teaming up together.
They're defending the tag team belts earlier on in the night. The Raw Tag Team Championships against Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, as he'd already said. And then they're having a match for the Universal Championship, probably, I don't know if it'll be straight after or a bit later on.
And Braun might have a US Championship match against AJ.
Possibly. AJ still needs a title match, because all titles are defended, and he's got no other feud with anybody else. Ricochet's off doing King of the Ring. So yeah, he's got no feud with anybody else. So Braun could end up finishing Clash of Champions with three belts. But we've already predicted Robert Roode and Ziggler to win. So.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll beat AJ either, although if that match happens. So, okay, well, I've got you go first. I've got my own prediction for this match.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Seth.
Seth to retain. Yeah, but
just because if it comes to Hell in a Cell and it is Yowie Wowie, come on, for the Universal Championship, I feel like they'll want them to beat Seth because he's had the title since SummerSlam. That's not a long time. But say if Braun wins it, then that'll be his first defense technically, and then he'd be losing it because I don't think there's anywhere they'd have the Fiend lose.
Nope.
So that's why I'm going to go with Seth. Probably maybe some interference from the Fiend, but somehow, somewhere, Seth's going to retain and he's going to get beaten by this guy at Hell in a Cell.
Yowie Wowie.
He's going to get beaten by you. You're going to win the Universal Championship.
Yeah. Me. What do you mean, me? What?
So I was pointing in your direction, that's why. Yeah, Seth, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't think anyone's going to get pinned in this match. I think it's just going to end in interference from The Fiend. So what I think is going to happen is obviously Seth's just off the back of his biggest win of his career, beating Brock clean
Again.
at SummerSlam. But this was
For the same time in a year.
Yeah, but this was clean this time. No low blows, nothing. This was just a clean victory. I mean, very few people have ever done that to Brock. So Seth's now in that short list. Huge win for him. So I feel like he's not going to lose after beating Brock at SummerSlam. And I feel like Braun is like really getting pushed back up the pedestal now after we're spending years in a year in the mid card.
Yes.
He's now back as that big monster of a man we saw in 2017. So, and I feel like he can't take a loss either. So I feel like it's going to be a good match. But then, boom, all the lights go out. Yowie, wowie. I think the Fiend's going to get involved. Because, remember...
We're really glad that you're our friend. This
is a friendship that'll never, ever end. I love it. Anyway, because also he mentioned Seth and Braun on Monday in the 5-5 Funhouse segment. He went, they are both men who took something from me in my previous life. So anyway, so yeah, he's kind of hinting that he's got unfinished business with both of them. And I just think, it's going to lead to a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell, potentially. Although I do think it would be super early to give Bray Wyatt the Universal title.
But it would be kind of like when they gave it to Ronda.
His second match as the Fiend.
And people started to hate Ronda as well.
But no one's going to hate.
Well, you never know because people loved Ronda before she got the title.
Yeah, but this is such a unique gimmick. No, the Fiend's such a cool... The entrance at SummerSlam was one of the best things I've ever seen. So, I'm going to go with interference from the Fiend, and then no one wins, and then I think it's going to end with the Fiend holding the US title, looking at Seth and Braun.
The Universal title.
Universal, what did I say?
It's a US title.
He's coming after AJ as well. The Universal title looking at Seth and Braun, and then it just goes to black. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the matches, but we do have, obviously, we've got AJ versus, probably going to be Braun at this point.
I think Braun actually could possibly win that.
I actually think that Braun will, because if Braun loses in the Universal match
and the tag team match,
and then that feud stops, he can go on as the US champion. So I actually think that if it's Braun will win. Women's tag team championships. Bliss and Cross lost to Fire and Desire last night on SmackDown.
What, they lost the belts?
No, they lost, this is a non-title match.
Oh, right.
Which is obviously Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Probably it's probably going to be Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Fire and Desire for the belts, I imagine, because otherwise they wouldn't have them lose.
Yeah.
And then you've got Cruiserweight match underlying there for the question map. We've already talked about that.
No, I didn't realise it was announced. But yeah. Okay, so
that's it for all the belts, isn't it?
Those are
the 24/7 title. That'll probably be defended somewhere.
Well, thank you for joining me, Callum. Those have been our predictions for Clash of the Champions. So we will be back probably for Hell in a Cell in October. Yep, that's coming around quickly. God, I remember we did our Hell in a Cell predictions last year. That doesn't seem like a year ago. Jesus. So, thank you all for watching, guys, and we will be back, both of us together, for Hell in a Cell. Thank you all for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye. And let him in.
Even though he's not on the show. Oh yeah, will be again.
Let him in.